All right, we're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new weekly episode of Setup Saturday. Well, it is Sunday right now because yesterday I was not available. So thank you very much, Zero Cool, for coming on this Sunday evening.
No problem.
Well, in my time zone, it's evening. I think your time zone, what is it now? 3
5 hours
p.m.?
difference, so 4 p.m. 5-hour difference.
So let's go right ahead. So as you guys can see, I've put on a photo of grass fields, and it's just to show you guys that it's a really, really boring period in crypto. And as well, summer is coming up. So the only thing you can do is just go outside, enjoy life, do some barbecues, whatever you prefer. Although in Belgium, I don't know if you saw the weather, Zero Cool. I saw a statistic yesterday. So it was the second worst spring since 1833 here in Belgium. It's crazy. It's raining every day. So, for example, sometimes it's 5 minutes sun, then rain again, 5 minutes sun. It's crazy. So, like the statistics say, I never experienced this in my lifetime. It's like the worst spring ever in terms of rain. But apparently from next week onwards, the weather will be better. So let's hope we can all touch some grass then, because honestly, crypto is looking extremely boring. Let's hope it will change, but I don't think it will change until the end of summer. I don't know what your opinion is, Cool.
No, I think we're gonna chop and maybe like visit the lows again. But it is boring. It will be continue to be boring until, I don't know, clarity. I think there's some unrest, some uncertainty regarding politics and stuff entering in crypto more and more. The whole Biden thing, the veto on the assets, that companies can hold assets. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna veto it," and he said, "Oh, I'm not gonna veto it," and then he actually vetoed it. So
yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I see G Armo in chat. How are you? Thank you for joining in. On another note, so as some of you regular viewers know, last week's stream I had a bit of an issue. So what happened, I think, was my computer overheated. I have a laptop, and that's why the stream shut down on 45 minutes, and the VOD, so the video on YouTube, was extremely laggy. But I think, and I'm not sure that the live stream was fine, but if I have some issues, please mention it in chat and maybe I can fix it live on here. That said, let's dive right into it. And all right. As always, I like to start with the liquidity because it's really important to value Bitcoin's price to see if it's going up or down to get a bit of a view. So as you guys can see on the monthly chart, since last month, liquidity is going up, which is really bullish. I got a picture here, and so this says basically that the liquidity is positive year to date, which is quite good. It's not extremely like the COVID liquidity spike. It's decent. I have a chart here as well from Capital Investments. I like to watch at this as well. Here, liquidity is kind of stable. So if you look at the liquidity, it's going up very slowly, but surely. The thing you have to watch for is the interest rates. I say it every week. Normally, we should see a rate cut by September or November. Normally, I was leaning towards November since everything is at an all-time high and inflation is under control. So the Fed can, if they choose to, just continue with the rates like this.
So you think even later?
Well, first of all, I was thinking it, but then I looked up the date of the US elections, and it's, I think, the 5th of November. And the thing is, 2 days later is the next rate hike decision. So what I'm thinking is that they will have to do it before to show that the Bidenomics work and that the economy is pumping again.
That's actually makes sense because whoever is then president next will immediately do it if it didn't happen yet.
Yeah. So let's say, for example, Trump wins. 2 days later, boom, the economy will boom, and then it will be too awesome for him, and he will say, yeah, I'm the man. The economy is booming because of me. But that's not true.
Makes sense.
So I think they will do it one meeting beforehand. But let's see. I'm not an expert. I try to look at it every week and to get a sense of it. Let's see. So like I said, inflation is under control. This is a very good website. I didn't show it to you this year. It's the US inflation index from Trueflation. And basically how they do it, I think, is they have a lot of oracles and they base their inflation with oracles on all the things that are in the CPI as well, so housing, transport, and basically on their website, it's very good. You can see how everything is doing, and as you can see, inflation is dropping in every metric, but not in health. Not in health, yeah, not in health. But the rest is dropping, and this is only for the US inflation. I think they have others as well. Big Mac index is a very good one to see how your economy is doing. I think it's only US or here the UK inflation as well. But take a look yourself when you have time. It's very good to see, and mostly this front runs the actual inflation. So as you can see now, the US government rate is at 3.4%, and this mostly front runs it. So you can get a feel of what will the inflation be at the next meeting or the meetings afterwards. So inflation is under control. That's why I said if they choose to, they can let the interest rates stay at this level, or if they want to, they can cut them as well because the inflation is under control. So they can cut them. They're in a position that they can cut them. That's why I think September will be the rate cut. So
yeah, and
September will be the bull market when the bull market starts.
Yeah.
Well, so I wanted to go over this real quick, the liquidity, because it's really important in crypto. And I think Zero, you had a really good chart to show this actually. Let me show your screen real quick. Here we go.
This is the Bitcoin index, BLX. I think it's a collection of all the Bitcoin prices compared to the money, M1 money supply. And mainly it shows two things that we're breaking out, which last times leaded into blow-off tops with gigantic percentage gains. But last cycle we didn't have a blow-off top, which is interesting. And a couple of days after this, I think, or before, around the same time, Peter Brandt, OG trader, posted this, which is basically the great stagflation from the 60s until the 80s, where economies was pretty flat, and after that it expanded and went up giga hard. And he's comparing that to Bitcoin, which is kind of doing the same. Lower time frame, but Bitcoin divided by the M1 money supply, it's kind of doing the same. And if this starts running, we're gonna have a giga bull market, I think. And then that's when you get your 100,000s price points. And yeah, that's what I want to add around money supply and liquidity.
Yeah, it's really important. So the thing, I don't have it right now, but when I look at Bitcoin valuation models, one of the best models is just the liquidity. When the liquidity is going up, it just follows the Bitcoin money supply, the Bitcoin price. So if you look at the M2 money supply versus the Bitcoin price, you see it goes hand in hand and it just follows the same. That's why I always say that it's not the halving cycles that drive the Bitcoin price, but the global liquidity cycles. Yeah. You have anything else to add, or I can go over to the ETFs?
Something regarding exchanges, but that can wait.
All right, let me show my screen. All right, so here are the US BTC spot ETF inflows. As always, I really like the data from Carpe Noctem. He visualizes it very well, very clear. As you can see, even the ETF inflows are super boring. It's just stable, not many inflows, not many outflows. As you can see, this is the weekly. We went a bit down in comparison to last week. But so the whole month of May, we went up. I think he posted this. Yeah, he posted it here. So in May, we went up a little bit. Really, I have nothing to add. It's just boring.
Interesting on the first chart, we had a period where GBTC was no outflows and they started to have outflows again.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why it is. I have it right here, all the GBTC outflows. This is a very good visualization from Hey Apollo. You can see here, this is the wallet from GBTC. So they still have 320K Bitcoins left. And you see here all the outflows. And as you say, exactly, what is it? Like for a month, they had 0 outflows. And now all of a sudden they have outflows again.
They started again. Yeah, that's interesting.
But it's slowing down. So I think that's it's all fine. Not everyone will sell, of course. There will be a lot of people, funds that just will stay into the GBTC fund because it's fine. It's just exposure to Bitcoin. It doesn't really matter in what fund you are. Especially, you just have to look at the management fees. But I think it's fine.
Right.
It's fine with GBTC. It's only when you want to sell the transaction fees that are really high. I think it was 1.5% or something.
Doesn't seem a lot for it is a lot actually, even for crypto. I feel like your taker and your maker fee on exchanges is 0.0 something, I guess, for default traders. So
it is a lot, but they put it that high because they don't. If they put it way lower, then there will be even more outflows.
Everybody would flee, right? That makes sense.
Next chart here, you can see the Bitcoin ETF inflows versus the network issuance. Network issuance is just the mined Bitcoins, so the new mintly Bitcoins that go into the Bitcoin supply. As you can see here, in April was a halving.
Yep.
So the newly minted Bitcoins slowed down.
Yep, slope is
but the ETF flows just continue to go upwards. So if the demand increases and supply goes down, then we will just see a supply shock in the next coming months, and we will follow what happened after every halving. That is just a supply shock with more demand than supply, and we will see Bitcoin doing a 2x. Also, very good chart that I saw from Timothy Peterson. I didn't mention it yet on this stream, but this is one of the best guys that writes papers on how to value Bitcoin. Here, this is not a paper, but it's just an interesting chart. These are the ETF inflows. This blue line, this is the Bitcoin price. So basically, what he does is he makes a trend line of the ETF inflows in comparison with the price. And if this should follow the price, we will see Bitcoin price of 135K in December.
Oh.
That if it follows the same trend as it did these past few months. But as you guys all know, since Bitcoin is not really easy to evaluate, it's mostly a trend-based trading strategy that you have to follow. Well, don't put that much weight in this valuation model, but it's something to look at, and it's something that can work. My target is 100K as well for December. But that's just mainly looking at the Fibonacci levels. The 1.618, the golden ratio, is at 100K.
Interesting. Okay.
What else do I got? Oh yeah, this one is really important. The empty Gox Bitcoins started to move this week. Empty Gox is an exchange that got hacked in 2014, so already 10 years ago. But they managed to recover all the Bitcoins. So all the Bitcoins are now with the government, but it lasted 10 years for them to distribute it. And they started this week, and I got a little intel for you guys. I put it on Twitter just an hour ago because I spoke with a guy on my tennis club just earlier today, which is a Bitcoin OG. The guy is a multimillionaire. He bought 10,000 Bitcoins at $1 in 2011. So that guy, I think he sold a little bit already, but he's like 8-figure guy, really wealthy. And he told me that he arrived his payment yesterday, which means, and so he said that he got about 3% of Bitcoin back, which aligns very well with this, what I wrote here. This is 21% of his claim based on the civil rehabilitation value when Bitcoin was a bit over 8K. So this is what they said. So they get their money back at around 1,700 per coin. So his money was still in Bitcoin, but so the best part is they will get it back in yen. But I don't know if everyone will get his money back in yen, but he apparently got his money back in yen. So what does this mean is a lot of crypto guys will just get their money back in fiat
and buy.
and buy crypto. Maybe not Bitcoin, maybe altcoins, who knows? So a lot of crypto guys will get free money that they thought was lost for about 10 years. And they might buy. I don't know if everyone will get Bitcoin, will get yen back. Maybe they get Bitcoin, maybe Bitcoin Cash. It's not very clear, but at least the guy I know got his money back in yen. So that's.
It also means if everybody gets it back in yen, there is no sell pressure.
Exactly.
Which is one of the big clouds hanging over the price. If they're dropping 140,000 bitcoins on the market, that's all of a sudden.
But that's not true, because I think maybe they will have to sell their bitcoins on the market, or maybe they already did. Who knows?
All right, we don't know. But this is positive news, right? This is definitely one in the win column.
Yeah, and that's it for me. Do you have anything to say?
Macro level, yeah, I would want to do a fractal on the stocks that I spotted.
Yeah, I'm showing your screen. Yeah.
All right, so this is a 2021 top going into 2022.
That's the S&P index. Yeah.
S&P index. So stocks, basically you had super resistance. It flipped it. It tested, it failed, it retested in the bottom and it went down, and then we just trended down for almost a year, right? And I spotted this. We had basically the same. We had a resistance that it finally broke down, it tested it and it bounced. It broke down, and then it pumped a very nice one-day candle. Oh, that's already a different chart. Where's my stocks? There we go. So yeah, two possibilities here, right? Either it's a failed breakdown into continuation, and we go much higher, or this is just a retest, and it gets denied, and it starts closing underneath the box again. If we start closing on a one-day, for me, if this closes a one-day candle underneath this magical box here, I think crypto is going to have a lot of pain. And I think then we're really going to go down hard. Because it is all liquidity based, right? After all, yeah. We've shown that a couple of times.
You can see it if you look at the top. That's just the top. So what you drew there on the left in 2022, that was the same top as well with the liquidity. And like we say, liquidity is really important to look at because it always marks the top in stocks and crypto.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is just a fractal that I was monitoring. It either signals, if it continues, if it holds and it starts closing one-day candles above it, I think it will run hard and will.
Do you know why the stocks went up? Was it because something Trump related, or was there any news?
Nvidia, most likely. Yes, Nvidia was printing millions of market cap. I think the Nvidia market cap was above the GDP of Canada, which is absurd if you think about it, because Canada is not a small country. I don't know why it pumped so hard. So I do remember seeing it doing a daily close below, and I was like, oh, this is not a good sign. So I was expecting a retest and another thing, but it broke it. So yeah, we'll see what Monday brings. With all the stuff going on with Trump as of late, who knows? What
I saw on the prediction markets on Poly Markets was that the odds of Trump becoming a president went up by 5% because he was convicted. It's really crazy.
Absolutely insane. What a world! It's almost a simulation. All right, let's get to some charts.
Yes, let's go. Show me your Bitcoin trading insights.
We are still in the range. I think we'll
already
be
from March. I think it will be a range from March till August. Yeah. Let's see.
Let's start there. Something I wanted to show. I think I put it on for the stream. And let's go on the daily. So every time when we printed a top, so here we print a top, and it took about 30 days to break that top. Here we print a top, took 20 days to break that top. Here we printed a top, which was the final top. We broke it after 35 days, and then our downtrend started, which was 2021, and we did the same in 2020. So we had the top, which was a big top in that year, broke down, took 21 days. And we go to today, during our grind up the start of the year, into the new year, took 39 days, a bit longer than the rest already. And here we printed a top, and we are 80 days after we printed this top, and we're yet to break it.
It's crazy. It's super boring.
Yeah, that's why crypto traders slowly starting to lose their minds. You're seeing meme coins pop off. You see celebrities entering the market, which for me is a giant sell signal. And I did sell some spot crypto recently, because if you see like Caitlyn Jenner and Iggy and I don't know who else, B-list rappers entering crypto en masse and promo and scamming, and then that's a giga top signal for me.
The thing is, it happens every cycle. Well, since I was in crypto since 2016, every cycle when there is a really slow period, when everything is boring, then that's the kind of stuff you see. Then that's a PvP market where people are trading against each other, buying meme coins because the rest is too boring. You always see the same thing. And sometimes it marks a top. But I think in this case, maybe it's a top for altcoins, but I think Bitcoin is fine.
Yeah. But I think the advice will be simple, right? Don't do anything, go touch grass, like we said in the beginning of the street. Wait for this to resolve. Have your stink bits ready at the range low. Have them ready here. Here if you're a little bit more greedy. Here if you're me. I always prepare for the worst, and then I adjust if I see like signals and it's reversing. But just throw on some indicators. These are the monthly, weeklies and stuff. We just broke down the monthly, where we bounced initially. Yeah, if we start losing the monthly, yeah, these lows are obviously next. I guess this is all next, right? And then we're almost at the bottom of the range. Let's remove that. Yeah, doesn't look too good. Also, people were pointing out this period of time here. They were saying, oh, you can tell that the boomers have entered the market because it was almost a day of no volatility. What is this?
It's crazy.
So $400 range for almost a day. I've seen this before. It is not like the first time that this has happened, but yeah, it's trading this is pure hell, right? You are so much better off doing absolutely nothing and waiting for something to happen.
Touch some grass with your feet.
Touch some grass, go outside, have a barbecue, enjoy life, spend time with your family and friends. The market will be there tomorrow, and set alarms if you really don't want to get caught off guard.
Or to be honest, it's what I want to say on this topic is it also depends on your situation. We are currently a bit older. Well, not that old. I'm 29 years old. I don't know how old you are, Zero Cool.
Oh, 36 this year.
But what I'm feeling from myself is I take less risks than when I first started crypto when I was, 21 years
definitely.
old? So, for example, if you have, let's say, less money than us, or that doesn't even matter, but if you are just younger, if you want to gamble in this kind of market, you can. Every day there are a lot of people making money with meme coins, trading everything. You can, absolutely. If you have the time, like I had, to be researching meme coins 24/7 during the night, if you are young, do that. The time to make money will be this year and next year. This cycle, you have the possibility to make money. So Bitcoin and Ethereum might be super boring. But to be honest, if you want, look for other stuff. Just go ahead and try. But that's not our thing anymore. We do if we see an opportunity. So for example, on Base, we made some meme coin plays and everything. We will talk about it later on the show. But to be honest, go for it, guys. Make some money and try. But the time to make a lot of money, the big money, is not here yet. It will come, in my eyes, in Q3, Q4 of this year. but it's not here yet. But if you're a degen, let's go. Sorry.
Yeah, there will be a time. No, you're absolutely right. There will be a time where you step on the gas, and when there is fear, when there's doubts. What I'm thinking is there will be some sort of event that causes a major correction or crash. I don't know. Let's Biden saying, "Oh, let's ban all crypto in the U.S. Let's make it super fucking illegal because Trump has a lot of crypto. Let's bankrupt him. Let's attack his campaign funds." Something absurd. Will it happen? Probably not, but you never know. Like an event will trigger a correction, and after that, when everybody's there's blood in the streets, you buy, and then you press on the pedal, and yeah, when you normally play 2x, 4x, make it 8x, make it 10x, fuck, make it 20x if you're like Pico, if you're sure it's Pico bottom. Just don't get burned waiting for that moment. It will come. And have stink bits ready on exchanges like Kraken where the wicks are deeper because liquidity is bad. And again, the word liquidity. Meanwhile, I see we had a nice little drop here under the monthly. And the only other thing I wanted to show was with a range analysis from Leviathan. He has very, very good indicators, probably one of the best indicators publicly available on the TradingView. His range, his high, his low, and this dotted line is the VWAP, the volume weighted average profile, and it lays above the middle of his range. So I think we visit that at least once. So I think we like just go down like this, and this goes here, and we touch it, and we touch this.
Funny enough, it's also the same price level as the bottom of the Ichimoku cloud. So let's see.
I haven't turned that on in a while, actually, the clouds. Let's.
I can show it if you want to have it open.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so just real quick, here you see the Ichimoku clouds. Actually, it's still bullish, so price action is above the cloud, the bullish cloud, and we have a TK cross also above the cloud, which indicates still bullish continuation.
RSI is also still above 50, so that's also bullish.
Nothing bad to say, to be honest. If you want, put some bits on the Kijun here, or if you want to be more cautious here at the bottom of the Ichimoku cloud, and this aligns perfectly. Oh no, I'm wrong. It's 56. Your chart says 65. So your chart say, oh, it's here on the Kijun. It works well. Yep. That works good as well. What is it? 4%. Yeah. It's so right now we're talking to maybe make 4%, 5%. It's not the time to make money, as we say. It's just
a swing trade, right? It's a scalp.
What I'm doing is I can say to you guys, I have 33% Bitcoin, 33% Ethereum, and 33% cash. Super boring, but I think it's the best to do in this period of time. I sold a lot of altcoins. I will talk about later, but I sold most of them. Really, it's super boring. Let's go over to Ethereum. What do you think?
Yeah, even more boring, but we can start with ETF stuff. I thought you had something.
Yeah, so last week we talked about the ETF being approved, but we also said the S1 application wasn't approved yet. So what does this mean is they approved the ETFs, but they didn't approve trading yet. With Bitcoin, this wasn't the case. So with Bitcoin, they approved the ETF, and they approved the S1 application. So the S1 application is that it can start trading on the same day. And so trading started immediately the day after. This isn't the case for the Ethereum ETF. I don't know why that is the case. But the very bullish thing is, and shout out to Phoenix, which is the guy that knows the news always on first hand. He was also the first guy that tweeted about the ETF being approved. He was also the first guy that now showed that the BlackRock filed an update version of its spot Ethereum ETF S1 application, which means if BlackRock filed this means in the next few days, maybe the next few weeks, this will be approved and the Ethereum ETF will start to trade closer than I thought. So I was thinking maybe months because this wasn't approved, but BlackRock immediately filed it. And I also think the SEC said they had to
Yeah, there was some news regarding fun start updating your stuff or
before Friday
stuff.
or something. It was so everyone did it, and the thing that they wanted it to be before Friday still means that they want to move quickly. So that's why I bought, like I said, 33% allocation into Ethereum, because honestly, a lot of people underestimate it. This is super bullish for Ethereum. Ethereum with a spot ETF, this is super great. The only negative thing is the GBTC outflows, but to be honest, this is just a net positive for Ethereum and everything. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I can wait. A question maybe first from G Armo. Would you start bidding on ETH and ETH betas now or after the final approval? That's a very good question. The answer is unclear to me. I did it. So like I said, I bid some now because I think Ethereum right now doesn't get a lot of news. A lot of people are just fading the ETF, and there isn't a buy the rumor. And if there isn't a buy the rumor, there cannot be a sell the news.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
So I did it, but I was cautious. Like I said, 33%. Ethereum betas, very good play as well. We saw it during the news and the approval that Arbitrum, for example, was gaining more momentum than Ethereum.
Yeah, at one point after Ethereum like stopped running, ARB continued for a little bit.
Yeah.
I always said I have a big ARB bag. I did take some profits of it. I think I cut within 3% of like the entire bag, which is a proper amount. And a bit an hour later, well, with the Bitcoin ETF, we went down for like 2 to 3 weeks, right? Like it pumped on the news that it approved, and then it retraced, and it kept going down. So yeah, I would honestly wait and I don't know, buy back above 4K if we do break out from this giga range we have. But to me, I don't see it yet. I honestly think ETH's gonna be worse off than Bitcoin if we drop. So it'd be pretty risky to already allocate to ETH. If you're not in now, I would rather wait 10% to allocate to ETH from here, or wait for a drop.
I'm showing your screen, by the way.
Okay. I see a lot of people saying that if we dip back into this like order block, which has been like a range within itself here in March and April, that they're bidding this, and I think that's the same reason we went up so high is a lot of shorts. Where's my thing here? I think a lot of people had their stops around this level, and they were like, "Oh, this is," and me included, this will do this and go down. That's what a lot of people expected, including me, because I have a position open from like way here, and I have hedges against it. Doesn't matter.
It would have did that if they denied the ETF, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I would have gone straight down if they denied the ETF. Blue passed all these stops. So what I see a lot of people saying on Twitter is, if we bid lower in that block, I'll bid this and it will fly above 4K. I'm not that comfortable doing that. I really think we're gonna take all these lows down here. These are so juicy. All these wicks. This is pure absorption. Like this long wick here is pure the price being absorbed, probably by people who knew that the ETF was coming right away. And then we did have a week where it filled it, and then it went off, but it never wicked them. So all here is a giga pool of liquidity. You can be almost certain anyone who plays with pretty wide stops will have stops here, right? It's so obvious. Here a little bit, and then here. And these are all stops. And yeah, if it starts cascading liquidations, this is gonna wick sub 2800, I think. This is also where my buys are, by the way. My targets for these shorts that I have open, I have one open from 3.9, I think, 3.905 for here. And it's starting 27.5. It's very optimistic. I don't think it will happen in one day or one candle. And I might be wrong, it might just go ETH 40K and above. But if we start breaking down and this starts to fail, these are the obvious things where you want to aim. And after that, it really depends on the day itself. It was like the 14th of April. One of these candles here where you did that Giga Nuke. The 14th of April. Yeah, like when we did this. We get an event like this. Where is it?
There was the ETF approval. No, that was the halving, 14th of April, no?
Yeah. I think so. If we get like a move like this, we take out stops. I think we go 27.5, and this is where I'll close my shorts, and I'll start bidding very lowly. And if we go below like 2.4, I'll start bidding with higher leverage.
In my opinion, we won't see that.
Oh, the chances that we see like prices here are, I don't know, very, very unlikely. If you do wake up and you see Bitcoin is at 2.4, and you didn't blindly bid it on spots, the reaction will probably be this. I don't think it will spend too much time here. If it starts doing this and going like curving down, making like lower highs, I don't know, then the world's gonna end. And crypto Twitter really will be on fire. But yeah, these are super extreme targets. But you need to be prepared, right? You need to have some money allocated to, if it ever happens, then you catch this. And even if it just bounces 10-20%, you sell and you pocket 20%. Keep that 20% in the coin you bid. Put it in something else, doesn't really matter. But on a big nuke, there's always a big bounce. And then the first rule after a big bounce is short first bounce. Because you will have like an overreaction because of cascading liquidations. Then you have a big bounce because the liquidity here is all gone, and like the first asks start to appear here. You bounce 10-20%, and then it starts to drift down a bit for like 10%, and then it's starting to find the base, and then it eats up again. And if you've been around on crypto Twitter, the dilemma pattern looks like this. That's because your liquidations, your big bounce, the short to bounce, it forms a base and then it goes up. That's a very common pattern, and this can happen minutes, hours, but it's not a day. It doesn't spend a day in this. If it spends here, like at 2.4, I would never spend a day there. That'd be super fast. Yeah, need to be prepared for that.
In my opinion, it can happen, like you said earlier in the stream, when stocks would shit the bed. So if you see the S&P or, well, all the stocks crash, then that's something we can see in crypto. That is if we don't see rate cuts. So no rate cuts, stocks dropping, then we might see these levels yet. But if nothing happens and stocks stay stable as well, then I think we will just range until August, September for crypto as well.
The trade that I'm not going to do that I see almost everybody posting is the retest of this block and higher. I will buy above 4K rather than bid this. So I feel more comfortable saying there will be continuation above 4K than saying this is a retest and a bounce. So probably if it goes down from here, it will look like this. And people will start to long because like, it's in that area that everybody's bidding. I should bid here as well. And then you have your open interest thing and you're just fueling the next leg down, right? And there's still a giant fair value gap here.
All in all, if I'm being honest, this is just noise. We all know that Ethereum will be at 10K next year, so don't worry.
Maybe next everybody's, we're fairly confident it will be 10K at one point. If it's not next year, then maybe the year after. Maybe the next cycle in, I don't know, 2030 or whatever, if we're still around. We'll see. But yeah. If you zoom out and you say, I'm being bearish, am I being too bearish? The chart looks like this. This is a very good looking chart, right? If I can remove all the indicators, if you see this and you need to make like a 5-second guess, you say smash buy, because it's an enormous monthly candle. Weekly candle even. The monthly close even better, is fully bullish in engulfment. Beautiful. Yeah, and these are the signals. These are the type of DAs you want to see, right? A full bullish engulfment on a monthly level. Super bullish. Not always the case that it is bullish, but it is very much a very good signal. So yeah, maybe we're just being too bearish right now. And
You're too bearish.
I don't know.
I'm not too bearish.
There's other stuff like stuff we track was like the Coinbase wallet and where it's at in the app stores, in finance, in the free and overall stores. And Coinbase wallet's not doing so well, but the Phantom wallet was definitely trending and hitting top 1 finance, hitting top 10 world's used apps.
But then, and you see it clearly, all the celebrities like Iggy Azalea and everything, they are all making their coin on Solana, right?
Solana. Yeah.
But so yeah,
for me, those are top signals that go off, and I track them for a reason. And sure, I can be 100% wrong, but it just doesn't feel right or correct. Or like,
so I tweeted about
like
this. So I tweeted about this 2 weeks ago, where I told you guys I bought some Solana, but since then I sold off quite a large amount. Yet still, so since like Zero Cool set with all the Phantom wallet at the top with all the celebrities making Solana coins, these are kind of top signals. As well as I think the chairman or I don't know CEO or whatever from the CME group, where you can buy futures, said that they won't launch a Solana ETF in the near future. So I think it will happen eventually, but if he says that it won't be in the near future, I believe him. And that's the main reason I sold off quite a bit. It's holding up fairly well. I still have a bag of Solana, but I sold off the most part of it. I'm still showing your screen, Zero Cool, so if you want to say something about it.
Yeah, this is a pattern that I really like to trade. It's where it builds a range, it breaks out, and then it tests it, and people will bid like the top of the tests, but what I like to sting bid is like the lower half of the range with a stop below like the low of the range. And this normally plays out that if it wicks, it always fills back up to here, and this is it's $50, so it's like 32% or something. So it's a beautiful range. I have some sting bits here. I have them here from 27th of June, it seems.
Solana is really interesting in my eyes. It's one of the biggest coins with the most volatility. So it's what is it at the moment? The top 5 coin or top 6 coin? And it can halve in the next few weeks, but it can also double in the next few weeks. It's crazy. So if you want to make money on a blue chip coin, I think Solana is one coin you can go to.
It's kind of, if I like put this, I should put it in what's it called, Velo charts. You can make a double. You do ETHs on one side and Solana on the other side. It's like Solana's a couple of weeks ahead of ETHs. 1 week. Yeah, like this kind of looks similar-ish to me, where that we had that nice candle up from where's my what's the thing on? Like this feels like this is this candle, and then we're just gonna range and drop, and then continue upwards. That's what popped in my mind when I saw like the weekly Solana charts. It's like, it kind of looks like what ETH did. Not as extreme, just like this handle here that you don't have really here. Just blew off further. But yeah, that's what came to mind when I saw Solana. What do we see on the Perps is selling, Spot is buying hard. Yeah, it doesn't really look too good, right? Solana. It looks pretty nasty. This is a very nasty weekly candle. And we're Sunday, and this candle is also looking pretty nasty. Zoom in a bit on the daily. And interest is steadily rising. Ethereum is also rising. This is a mixed bag because this is down only, and this is like your nice leg up and grinding up a bit. Yeah, feels like there's a lot of shorts here without looking too much deeper. Where do you bid this? 150, I guess, first, like here. Maybe a wick to catch these lows and then find the base and go up. That's coinciding with where I have my like 130s, basically where I have my my bits at the moment. It's another 20-30%, right? If you do 20% on Bitcoin, we're already below 50 or around 50k. Yeah, if you do 20% on Bitcoin, you're at our 54k targets below our cloud. So yeah, I don't know. For Bitcoin, I like I said last stream, I'm short from 70 something over here. I shorted this, and it's set to not micromanage it at 53. I will have to see a reaction or like a shift in not this before I change or put it break even. I think my stop's at 54. It's 54 above the highs. We did bounce from the monthly again, I think. Go to 15 minutes. Let me zoom in a bit. Monthly saved us again. Close above. If it starts closing below, it's fairly certain it's gonna take this low and this low here, previous week low. But for now, it's still saved. It's like still a range, right? Feels like a little bit like this. Point of reaction, sort of. Well, very dead inside. Go touch grass. See you guys next week. The only thing we need to do is check our last week's predictions and see where we are, and think then we're done.
Yeah, maybe one thing real quick. I'm gonna show my screen. So one important thing, well, it's not really important, but from Coinbase's Discord, so the Coinbase Smart Wallet will go live, or they are planning to officially launch on June the 5th. So I think it's on Wednesday. Okay. Pretty bullish for all the base coins, especially all the base meme coins, which will benefit a lot. So I think this means that from within Coinbase, you will be able to buy meme coins or, well, base coins immediately, right? Am I?
Yep. There's the whole smart wallet thing is that you don't need to create a Phantom wallet or a MetaMask. You can all do it without browser extensions. It's super fast. It's more secure than all the other wallets. It is a game changer. For sure.
So basically what I did was immediately when I saw this tweet, I bought Zero Cool's favorite meme coin, TOSHI. And since then, when was it? Just 2 days ago or 3 days ago, it's already up 50%. So that play went great. But now the question is, will it still go up, or will it be a buy the rumor, sell the news? I don't
think this has an implication on the actual stock either. Of Coinbase.
On the stock, not. But I'm thinking people underestimate this. I don't see a lot of talk about this on Twitter. But a lot of people, a lot of Coinbase users will be able to buy all the base coins. To me, it's really crazy. All the base coins have a really low market capitalization. So I think we will see a lot of coins go much higher. But you do you. I didn't put that much money. It's a meme coin, just a small play on this news, and that's just what I wanted to show you guys, so you guys know. Okay, Wednesday normally they should go live the mainnet, and just keep an eye on it.
Okay.
We can go over to the predictions. I think you won. Let me zoom in a little bit. So yeah, where was it last week? This was last week. So we went down from last week.
I said 66.
And yeah, you said 66, so you're the closest. How do you want to do it? We write the scores down, or?
Yeah, we can do that. So call it 1-0 from June.
0, cool. 1, and then track 0. I was too bullish. I'm sorry. let's do our predictions for next week. What do you think?
64. Put me 2K lower, please.
Ooh, bearish. What a
Yeah, and I think we
under the Kijun, just above
I
the.
think the Kijun will slope down a little bit next week. I think
just above the daily clouds. Oh, not bad. Okay. Okay. When you say bearish, I need to be.
Go higher. No, no, just kidding. do you?
No, to be honest, I think, and it's the most easiest prediction. I think we're just gonna range. Yeah. I think it's just 0%. Maybe leaning a bit bearish. I think this is on the midline of a Fibonacci range. Oh, just the midline of this range actually. Okay, I think we'll just sit on the midline of this big ass range from March. But let me put it a bit clearer that you.
Yeah, it's obvious. Okay.
So
that's fair.
Let's see. We'll visit it next week. We're gonna shut down the stream because it's already almost 10 p.m. here in Belgium. I see we have 30 viewers. Everyone, thank you for watching. Everyone watching the VOD on YouTube, thank you for watching. If you can, leave a comment, leave a like. We would appreciate it very much. We will try to stream for you guys every week. We will give our insights, what we think about the markets every week. As always, thank you very much, Zero Cool, for coming on. I appreciate it a lot. And let's see you guys next week. Bye, guys.